Have you ever put your feet in the ocean on a hot summer day? You stand there, feeling the cool rush of water, and as the waves pull back, it seems like the sand starts to slip away beneath your feet. That's what financial uncertainty can feel like, standing at the edge, unsure if you're sinking or swimming. But here's a comforting thought. Setting financial goals is like planting your feet on solid ground, giving you traction in the vast sea of financial decisions. Let's talk about setting financial goals, a topic that might sound as dry as a financial statement, but it's really the art of transforming dreams into a roadmap. Imagine you're planning a trip. You wouldn't just step out of your house, suitcase in hand, with no idea where you're headed, right? You would have a destination in mind, maybe even a few stops along the way. Your financial journey deserves the same clarity and intention. Now, think of your financial goals as three main destinations: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. Short-term goals might be like planning a weekend getaway, saving for a nice dinner, a new gadget, or a small emergency fund. These are the goals that keep you motivated and on track. They're your quick wins. Medium-term goals are more like that dream vacation you've been eyeing. Maybe it's buying a car, taking a special trip, or paying off significant debt. These goals require a bit more planning and perseverance. You'll need the patience to save up, but the reward is worth the wait. Finally, there are long-term goals, which I think of as the grand adventures of life. Buying a house, establishing a retirement fund, or creating a legacy for your loved ones. These goals are your North Star. They guide your everyday financial decisions and keep your eye on the horizon. But here's the catch. Money is as much about psychology as it is about numbers. Enter fear and greed, those two emotional titans that often steer our financial ship. Fear tells us to hold back, to avoid risk, to keep our money under the mattress. Greed, on the other hand, whispers promises of quick riches, urging us to take wild chances. A balanced financial goal-setting strategy should acknowledge these emotions. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're taking calculated risks to grow your wealth without losing sleep at night. Let's talk about a mental model that can help. Think of investing like planting a garden. You wouldn't expect a seed to bloom overnight, but with patience and care, it grows. The same goes for investing. You need to regularly tend to your investments, monitor their growth, and sometimes prune back what's not working. This patient, consistent care is what turns financial goals into reality. Remember, your goals should align with your values. If your goal is to save for a down payment on a house, ask yourself why. Is it security you're after, or perhaps a sense of accomplishment? Understanding the why behind your goals can provide motivation on those days when sticking to your budget feels like deprivation rather than empowerment. In my own journey, I once aimed to invest a certain amount each month to feel more financially secure. But what I learned along the way was more valuable than the money itself. I learned discipline, the power of compounded growth, and, perhaps most importantly, the sense of peace that comes from knowing I was working towards something meaningful. So as you stand at the edge of your financial ocean, remember this. Setting financial goals is about giving yourself the gift of direction and purpose. It's about stepping forward confidently, knowing that each step is taking you closer to a future you've imagined. Reflect on this idea. Every financial decision is a step, and each step, no matter how small, is carrying you toward the solid ground of your dreams. Embrace the journey, keep your eyes on the horizon, and let your goals be your guide.